Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, all placements, Holy Spirit, angel guides, spirit guides. Jupiter goes direct to turning point. What is the message for Sagittarius? Now that all systems are going forward, Holy Spirit. Ooh, happiness. Get ready for some happiness. And boy, could we use that. What else, Spirit? Tell me more. Happiness. I'm happy for you already because I know that me being Sagittarius, Moon and Rising, I am so ready for things to go forward because actually Jupiter has been retrograde since December, and we could use some forward movement, Spirit. Okay. Forward movement. So this is about you getting happy, your happiness. Of course, during retrogrades, we have an opportunity to be introspective and do some deep thinking about where we are, who we're with, what we're doing, and then what we want to do about it. What we're preparing ourselves to do, to move forward in, understanding the direction. For some of us, it has been coming to terms with our purpose. And often, whatever we do for a living, make money for, doesn't correlate or reconcile with our purpose. It's very different most of the time. Because our purpose doesn't really come to us until we mature. So with all these cups, I'm feeling like there's some fine wine that has taken time to age. And it's you. You're a sage. You're Sagittarius. You've been growing. Especially from December till now. You've been growing a lot. Page of Swords. Yay, excitement, adventure. It's like immediately you come into your energy. You have clarity with the Page of Swords. You know what you want to do. You know your next step. You've taken time to contemplate, to plan. A lot of preparatory work. Thinking, planning. And this is how you emerge the King of Wands. First of all, you're very mature. But you're ready. You're ready now to put forward the action. Retrogrades give us time to prepare, to contemplate, to come up with the plan, the steps, the direction. To understand what circles we are condensing and where we want to expand. That's what's going on with the King of Wands. You have options, Two of Pentacles. And both of them are stable. There's two ways you could go. And you are blessed with the skill set to do both. The top two things that are in your head, Sagittarius, choices, all leading to your happiness, all roads leading home. From the Page of Swords, you elevate into the Queen of Swords. Her sword is up. The King or Queen of Swords is alert, articulate, intelligent. They're ready to do something different. They're ready to learn something new, partake in something that may have just been a thought. They're ready to bring it to action, especially when that sword is raised. Whenever the King or Queen's sword is raised, they're ready to take action. They're ready for movement. Yeah, you're ready. You're ready. Truth, clarity, wisdom. Very mature energy here. And at the center of it all is the King of Pentacles. They're all about investing their time wisely into something that is going to generate pentacles. Something that secures their foundation. Something that brings them stability, financial gain. You are doing that because Jupiter, whatever you were working on, it then amplifies that. It expands that. Some people think, Jupiter is about luck, but it's not about luck. It's about expansion of whatever you were working on. We are always required to put forward the effort, the work, and then the blessing comes. So with Jupiter going direct, whatever you were doing, whatever you're touching, whatever you're molding, has the ability to expand when Jupiter goes direct, Sagittarius. You have the King of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Cups. A relationship. Your circle of friends. See, probably you dropped a lot of dead weight in the past. Now your circle is getting ready to increase. These are going to be people that motivate you, that are soulmates assigned to go on the adventure. Go on an adventure with you. Could be a business partner. This is also when Jupiter is direct. It's a time to take a chance. Although with you it's going to be a calculated chance, but nonetheless. And that's taking a chance based on all of this planning and preparation that you've done. Because you look into it. You're not just, flying by the seat of your pants regarding anything. There is something new. It's an opportunity. As I said before, that you have two of them. I think that probably in about 2 weeks or so, you're going to meet new people with the same interest in work. Yes. And you two are going to, it's going to be friendship. Okay. So you may have friendship first that then leads you two to work together. Something like that. This is something that expands over time with the Four of Pentacles. But it is a noteworthy opportunity. And you do move forward. A lot of prayer, meditation, contemplation, that doesn't change. But now you have others to bounce things off of, to collaborate with, to get feedback. I feel like maybe you were in a little bit of a silo, but now your world is expanding. In many areas, I'm trying to say. Many areas of expansion. Certain beliefs have changed, even from December, but definitely from 2025. This retrograde enlightens you. all of the light around you. It helped to bring you this enormous clarity and surety in your next endeavor. I do see that you're going to do it. You're going to take the leap. Yeah, you are ready for a commitment. The Hierophant is a card of commitment, but it's not about a person. It's about your beliefs, your morals, your values, what you want, how you feel about very serious conversations. Maybe some of you make a commitment from a work standpoint or from a family standpoint. Look, she's at the center of the reading and she looks pregnant. So March is a very fertile time, Sagittarius, and because it's spring, and so the ground is very fertile, and we are a part of nature, and so things are very fertile for us too. Even if you haven't put forward the growth of planting the seed before, you can plant seeds anytime. This is a fertile time to plant seeds. Right. You're making a commitment either to something to advance your career. If you've discovered your purpose, then you're headed in that direction. I do feel there is somebody's pregnant, somebody wants a baby. You could be impregnated with an idea. And if that's the case, you came into this reading with that idea. You already have planted some seeds. I'm talking to somebody right now who has planted the seeds and they have options now. I'm talking to somebody who could be pregnant right now or wants to make a commitment to have the whole kit and caboodle, spouse, child, white picket fence, 2-car garage. They want it now. They're serious. Somebody is serious when it comes to commitment. I feel like everything that you prayed for, you're gonna get, because you come in happy. You come into Jupiter going direct in a uplifted, optimistic energy, and all of that is what now helps everything to expand. But it's quicker this time, because in retrograde energy, everything is slow, it's delayed, it's detoured, because Spirit is giving us time to really think this through, to really plan our next step, to make it effective and to allow it to produce what we are trying to accomplish. I also see some of you could be defending what you do. People may be uncomfortable, but that's on them. You are clear and concise with the Queen of Swords. You know what you're going to invest your time and energy in with the Queen of Pentacles. Not easily swayed here. Okay. What else does Sagittarius need to know now that Jupiter is direct? King of Pentacles. Didn't I say a commitment? Because you have the Queen of Pentacles at the center. You have the Hierophant and you have the King of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. He wants children too. Look, he's holding a baby. See, there's alignment immediately. Because she's impregnated, thinking about being pregnant or being a mother. I do see abundance coming in. No wonder you come in with happiness. This definitely leads to a commitment. Okay. First card, and I'm talking for minutes on that, but that's because I felt immediate alignment. If you're single, now that things are direct, now that you're clear on what you want, they're clear on what they want, you guys have done some work, because you show up very maturely, ready. Ooh, Knight of Wands. This person, you're very attractive to them. There is a chemistry, a connection. Could be Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Sag. Could be any sign. Just because it's King and Queen of Pentacles doesn't mean it has to be an earth sign. It just shows alignment. Alignment that moves towards a commitment leading to children. Knight of Wands. Yeah, the sex is hot. It is. You're very impulsive with this relationship. Maybe you throw caution to the wind. This is what I'm feeling like. But luckily for you, this is an alignment. Yes. The world symbolizes right now the ending of Jupiter retrograde and a new beginning. And also this new beginning, Sag, coincides with the new moon in Pisces coming in. So much energy is going on also with Venus. And here's the relationship. Major transformation. I see why you were happy. Didn't I say I felt good for you right from the start? I had great feelings. Yeah. So whoever leaves your life also, let them go. And whoever comes in, get to know them. You know, collaborate, talk. Pay attention to your feelings when you're meeting new people. But Spirit is saying get back out there. Be the Knight of Wands. Very inquisitive, very talkative. Opening yourself up to each other. Give and receive. Is there reciprocity? All of that. I feel so good for you. And this is so different from what you've had in the past. This is different. What else? Anything regarding career. I see love is improved greatly. Okay. Tell me. Career. Money. Sag. Now that things are direct, what does Spirit say? What is his advice to you? Yeah. There were blocks under the Mercury, well, it is Mercury retrograde too, but under Jupiter, well, under any retrograde energy, there's blocks. So in terms of your money, you could have felt like you were being stuck or you weren't feeling financially sound, but I do feel stability is coming in, especially with the Queen of Pentacles at the center of your reading and meeting someone that you can align with. Maybe you can join your resources. You're an anchor. You become an anchor. That retrograde energy was just temporary because life is about cycles. Endings and beginnings and endings and beginnings. And that is... So I see you becoming an anchor. Someone that others can even depend on. But of course, as Jupiter goes direct, all the blocks and the delays and the feelings of being stuck are released. So your earning power increases. Your ability to transform the past into something new in the future has been elevated. So you're building something. You came into this, most of you, with your seeds already planted. And now they're going to expand. There's going to be growth. Because you have to plant something in order to get something out. People think, oh, luck. No, that happens very on a very small scale, right? People win the lottery or something. But in real life, we have to do the work in order to get the reward, because people call it good luck, good fortune. I call it favor, God's favor and mercy. So you've been doing some work here, because the Fool doesn't show up unless you're ready. And it's here. Nor does alignment show up in terms of love unless we've done some work in that area regarding ourselves. And look who came in for you. The king came in for the queen, or the queen came in for the king. Yeah. So a lot of power. A lot of power. I think that power is more solidified when you're building your own business, but it could be in a corporate environment too. You could be elevating through promotion or something like that. All this pentacles, you're a stable couple, power couple. So, anything else, Spirit? Okay, let us summarize for Sagittarius. Thank you for staying till the end also. This is the 9 of Cups. Happiness, joy. Look at you. You could jump over the stars. You're so happy. And you get 1111. This, first of all, 1111 is love. This is this King and Queen of Pentacles. So when you see 1111, let that remind you that love's coming in. Take all synchronizations, all signs like that as a message, alerting you to the fact that goodness is getting ready to come in. I need my glasses. A wish come true. Oh, Spirit says moderation. Some of you have planted the seeds. Yeah, we still have to be patient, allow things to flow. There's a lot of self-realization here with the Queen and the Page of Pentacles, of Swords. Self-realization, self-discoveries, truth, always manifesting something better. This is definitely a time. I see you wanting to also get away. You want to get away. Travel, taking little short trips. In terms of everything, though, it's a time for taking action. You're in for a lucky break. God's favor. It may come as happy news, experience, or a new opportunity, or an exciting acquaintance. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time, and it is not a coincidence. It's a gift of fate. Aww. Thank you so much for staying till the end. Leave me a comment. Put 1111 in the comments, because that's what I'm praying for you. And until the next moon phase, namaste.